American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done there every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, here's Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This is caught for the catch right side. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Montgomery, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And Hill with it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And going deep for Hill. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Perry able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Mahomes to throw. Being chased out left, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, come on. Green 18.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Black 58, rail! Black 58, rail!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Butker now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. And I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
That big loss there on the pass completion. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Rodgers now on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Anthony Hitchens. Coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to look deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. "15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught at the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mahomes, the first-year starter, moving the Chiefs right down the field. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. Bailey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jake Ryan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. On the stop, Breeland speaks.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
319.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now it's Hunt. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Hunt!
They'll run. This is Hunt. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
319! 319! 319!
On second down, here's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A toss play to Hunt. And some room to work. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hunt showing off the same form from a year ago as the Chiefs come up with a first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Butker now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy.
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Here's Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
We're back now in KC. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Look 58!
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Lets it fly. They've got his man complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 78 yards. And the Packers get a score closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2.
Single. Green 18!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now he'll escape to his left. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Mahomes. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards up. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff. But still, a lot of guys to account for.
2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down.
Hey, 626.
On first down, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it flop. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
And left side here, it's Graham. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Steps away to his left. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Bailey now for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll run again with Hunt. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter what